Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Glenda, for the introduction. We're so glad to have so many of you here this evening. As Glenda said, I am Karen Downing. I'm a member of the Eastern Shore chapter of Virginia Organizing and also on the board for Virginia Organizing as well. Being an advocate of education, I am honored to be able to bring to you tonight about the fund equity. And I just want to give you a little bit of a background on Fund Our Schools. It is a statewide coalition of organizations and individuals who believe that every child in every zip code across this Commonwealth of Virginia should have access to high quality public education. And Virginia Organizing is just one of about 18 organizations who is a part of this coalition. So tonight, we just wanted to share with you all some of the priorities of Fund Our Schools, and just to kind of give you an update of what is going on. I put in the chat earlier the website where you're able to go to search on the different bills. This is for all the bills, and I'm going to speak to a couple of those bills with you this evening, because particularly with our priorities being on being sure that we fully fund the revised standards of quality, including the equity fund. And we want to lift the cap on support staff. Now, when we are talking about support staff, they are the counselors, the psychologists, the behavioral help and support, as well as it may be the monitors that are in the schools to assist the teachers to ensure that instruction is going on. We want to, and also includes the social workers. We oppose the repurposing of the K through 12 public school funds for vouchers and tax credit programs. Even this morning, there was a bill, HB 784, that was in the committee. And there were several persons from Fund Our Schools and some of the coalition members who spoke against this particular bill, because this bill was looking to take money from the public education fund for charter schools, private charter schools, I may add. And so we want to ensure that the public funds are not being repurposed in this way, and that there are not tax credits, again, that are vouchers that are being given that's going to be taking away from the money from public schools. We also have a priority of increasing the funding for teacher and staff pay and for the school infrastructure. So there were two bills, SB 156, which has already passed out of committee. And this particular bill speaks to having an increase in the number of EL or English learner teachers. And the second bill is SB 157, which is to increase teachers' pay. So we know across the Commonwealth, the pay scale is not competitive with our nationwide pay for teachers. So we do want to ensure that we are advocating for the bills that would increase our teachers' salaries. Also wanted to share with you this evening about Fund Our Schools. Again, I'm going to put the website for Fund Our Schools in the chat. So you will be able to go there to take a look at the one-pagers that have further details on these four priorities that I have outlined for you this evening. I do encourage all of you that if you're seeing where the committees are meeting on these particular bills, that you do sign up. Even if you are not, going to speak before the committee on the bill, listen in. It'll give you a great opportunity to hear about the bills from whoever may be the patron of the bill, and you will also be able to hear those that are for or against that particular bill. But again, we do want to encourage you about the school equity fund. And I'm going to give a little bit of background about that too. Going back to 2019 was when the Virginia Board of Education actually prescribed that this new standard of quality be set up that would mandate the equity fund. So here we have, again, where there was a mandate without the funds to actually sustain it. But we are encouraging you all to, again, stay in contact with your local legislators and let them know, how your opinion about the bills and how you would want to see them to vote on these bills, particularly regarding our education, because we know in the current environment that we want to ensure that our students get quality education, and that our teachers and support staff members are also supported in this effort. We'll take any questions that you may have about Fund Our Schools at this time, or you may put them in the chat for us to address later. Thank you.